Alright, so in this investigation you're going to start looking at excuse me, graphical user interfaces, which are most commonly called just GUIs, so GUI. And almost everything you're used to using a computer with is graphical. So this browser, right, is graphical. We have things that we click on, right? You're used to the X closes things, and this has all been programmed so that you don't have to use a text-based interface with the computer. So, all the icons down here on your computer are graphics, and this is a much more powerful way to interface with the user. You don't have to know a lot of computer programming. So what you guys are going to do is you're going to copy this code, you're going to put it into Code Sculptor, and then you're going to answer these questions. And so when you bring it in, this is what you should see after you type it all up. You should see this box that pops up. So this is called our frame. We have, this is resizable in this case, and then inside of the frame we have a canvas, and so the default background is black, and the canvas is kind of what it sounds like. It's a place where you draw things. And so to draw things you have to start up by importing SimpleGUI. This is a module that will bring up the GUI box that we see right here. And then you have to define this in terms of functions. And so you have something called a draw handler, and that's what handles all the drawings. This is a function that we create, and it takes one parameter, which is the canvas. So the canvas has to have, the draw handler has to have something to draw on, and that's called canvas. In this case, you're going to play around with the naming and see what happens. So we have functions or methods available on the canvas, such as draw text. You can draw text, and you can see how that works as you start to pass things through it with the color and locations and sizes. You're going to play around with what those do. And then down here, you're going to have this in all of your pieces. So you're going to create a frame using SimpleGUI. Right, so you have this variable called frame, and then you're going to tell it to set the draw handler. So really what you're doing in this piece, and then you're going to start your frame. So what you're doing behind the scenes is you're basically building a box to start with. So you have something, a box that's called the frame. So in our code, that's this piece right here. So we're creating this frame, and then within the frame we're telling it where to look for what to draw. So it goes to this draw handler, and it says, okay, the draw handler has some canvas inside of it, and the canvas should draw text, whatever A, B, and C in various locations. Actually, the way that it looks on ours is like this. So the canvas shows up over here, and then we have A, B, and C. And we're going to add other functionality over here, like buttons, that you can push, and we're going to have input fields where you could type in stuff, and then we'll be able to see how that works with our canvas. But for this one, you're just getting up and going. If you really want to see kind of the different functionality here, look at the docs, and there's a whole Code Sculptor, SimpleGUI documentation that you can start to look at that in the graphics module. So this is what we're doing. You can see all the pieces here: timers, sounds, constants, maps, markers. Right now we're looking really just at the frame in terms of how do you create a frame and set a frame. Alright, good luck.